Yep, I can do that. Welcome to the call. Not a problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. One of the guest speakers is having some technical difficulties, but that's okay. I am going to step in and we're going to kick this off here in 2 more minutes. But before we do that, I want to go over something that we do and we have to do every single presentation, and that is the disclaimer. All right, you guys, it's very important to understand this. The information shared in this presentation is not to be considered as financial advice, all right? As members of MTI, myself and 160 plus thousand people that are involved, we're not financial advisors, and we are merely sharing our personal experience of this opportunity with you. All right, there's no guarantees that you will experience any or the same results as myself or Cheri or Joel, anybody. We all work differently. We have people that are just, they just want to watch their Bitcoin grow. And we have people that are motivated and want to make an extra, little bit more extra money per month, so to speak. But everybody has a different experience in MTI, and there's nothing guaranteed. So with that being said, you guys, welcome to the call. My name is Scott Smith. I'm going to kick the call off. I know a lot of you guys typically see Joel Santiago on. He does the first half of the presentation, and then he introduces Cheri Ward. But he's having some technical difficulties jumping on, and he possibly will jump on maybe halfway through. So with that being said, let's dive right into it. You guys, I'm pumped up. This is my first time actually doing the first half of the presentation. So bear with me. I'm not like a smooth talker like Joel, even though I'm watching him and following, listening exactly what he's doing. But I'm going to do my best, and then I'm going to forget the rest. And we're going to have a lot of fun here. So with that being said, who's fired up? I'm fired up. I'm pumped up. I'm pumped up because I get to do the first half. All right, guys, quick introduction about MTI. Ameritrading International is the company. MTI for short. You'll hear a lot of people say MTI. We are a company that started back in April of 2019. Our CEO and founder is Johan Steinbach from South Africa, registered company in South Africa as well. A lot of people ask me, where's the company registered? It's out of South Africa. And MTI offers a trading service, okay? For those that don't like to trade, that hate that, everything that's involved in trading, MTI offers that solution for you. Okay. And MTI is not a financial advisory company. Okay. We don't give financial advice. That's not what we're here for. You make that logical decision whether this is the vehicle for you or not. And head office in Stellenbosch, South Africa. And be mindful and be aware that as we keep growing and as we keep folding out, there will be possibly an office popping up near you. So the values and service that we offer here, obviously, is to grow our Bitcoin portfolio. That's the most important thing here. We want to help people grow their Bitcoin. Trading services Bitcoin as the base currency. So the base currency that we trade is Bitcoin, Bitcoin in and Bitcoin out. That's huge, huge. And we pride ourselves consistency and transparency. Transparency is probably the biggest thing that we can offer here in MTI. Is we got to make sure that like the founder is open-minded with ideas how to be innovative and getting better services. Transparency is just so essential to growing a company like this. So I'm very, very pumped up about the values and service here with MTI. But most importantly, it is to grow your Bitcoin portfolio. Now, why Bitcoin? If you don't know too much about Bitcoin, take some time, seriously, educate yourself about what Bitcoin is, okay? As the BTC price fluctuates, so does the value of your Bitcoin in your MTI trading pool, and that's okay. It's going to happen. We trade, and you're going to see fluctuations here and there in your trading pool, but BTC amount with MTI. Trades are conducted daily on your behalf. Okay. That's what MTI is offering. It's trading. It's doing all the trades for us. and you receive full disclosure on your trades conducted daily. This is a big thing here. So we're able to see, as MTI members, we're able to see and view our trading statements in our back office. That's a big thing, because we got a lot of people that are involved that are traders. They like trading, and they're able to take those statements and compare them to what's being done on the trading MT4 platform. So it's a huge thing for a lot of people. And MTI offers the opportunity to increase your Bitcoin daily as well. And obviously, I believe the future of Bitcoin itself is bright and guaranteed. Everybody's starting to adapt to this technology. Big banks, everybody is really starting to see the merit in Bitcoin, all right? And MTI trading, all right? This is our trading software exclusive to MTI members only. So if you're not part of MTI, you're not going to get the trading software. Okay. So jump in and lock in and get it going for you now. Trading Forex and crypto Monday through Friday. We had to switch to crypto because we just truly believe it's a bigger market, and it's powerful. It's powerful. Crypto and Forex and crypto are two of the largest industries to partake in, and we're very fortunate and lucky to be able to utilize that here in MTI. And the accounts-based currency, again, is in Bitcoin. Everything that we deal with in and out is in Bitcoin, not USD, nothing like that. It's all in Bitcoin. And daily profits, like I said, are automatically added to your trading pool. Every single day that we make a profit, it gets allocated straight into your trading pool, into your account. And that's where you'll see the growth in your daily pool in Bitcoin. Okay, then trading results vary every single day. We have good days, we have bad days, we have phenomenal days, and we have good days. You know, just that's the market. We can't predict the market. But I can tell you it's been extremely consistent. And as we move further along in the presentation, you're going to see what I meant by the track record has just been absolutely phenomenal. And MTI has a proven track record, like I just said. Guys, this is big. There's no joining fees here. There's no administration fees, and there's no subscription fees. There's a lot of companies out there that charge joining fees and then charge a monthly subscription fee, and then contracts and all that, blah, blah, blah. Listen, MTI made it very transparent to all of us. They're not going to do that. That's not fair. They want to be able to provide a service where you can just, park your Bitcoin and let it grow on a daily basis and profit. Listen, no withdrawals fees is one of the biggest things that attracted me to here in MTI. I've been a part of companies where you have to pay 5 to 10% in withdrawal fees. That's a lot of Bitcoin that is being taken out of your withdrawal. But MTI doesn't. They don't charge any withdrawal fees, and that's massive. It truly is. And then profit in MTI is generated through trade only, meaning if we don't profit on one day, and you'll see, then we don't earn anything that day. The company pays out on the profits that it generates on a day-to-day basis. If there's no profit, then we don't get paid. That's full transparency and sustainability. Guys, this pie right here, and I'm going to steal the words that Joel Santiago says, this pie right here is probably the most important and powerful slide in this entire presentation. It truly is, until you start to hear, Cheri Ward talk about the comp plan, because she kills it every single time. But looky here, you guys, this is just a diagram that shows you exactly how everything is being distributed from binary commissions to leadership bonuses, traders, MTI, and members. If you guys can see here that it shows members 40%, that's massive. That's a lot going out to the members in the field. It truly is. In Bitcoin, let alone. And then binary commissions at 20%. So 20% that's being bundled up is being allocated to all of those individuals that are meeting the qualifications to earn off the binary. Everybody is getting a piece of that 20%. And then the leadership bonus is 5%. Let me tell you, that 5% adds up. Everything adds up in time when Bitcoin starts to rise. And then the traders get 25%. We need to pay the traders. They're working hard day in and day out to make sure everything is running smoothly and is performing for all of us here at MTI. That's a big deal. If it's not performing, then we're not going to, then the 25% is meaningless. So we need to pay our traders and those that are looking over the software, 25%. And then look at MTI is getting a 10% out of that whole pie. 10%. That's all MTI is making out of this. Guys, that's very, very rare. It's usually the other way around here. But that just goes to show you where the heart is, where the vision and that our CEO has. He's not greedy. He wants to be able to pay out as much as possible to those that are here as members, and he's taking only 10%. The company's only taking 10%, and out of that 10%, you guys, you got to pay the staff. You got to pay other individuals that are helping this company run smoothly as it is. But it's only 10%. That's not very much. What makes MTI different? Like I mentioned before, and I'm sure you guys have all been a part of these. There's no registration fee, no subscriptions, no administration fees whatsoever, no packages or expiration of your Bitcoin capital. We know what that's like. We've been a part of those things where your Bitcoin has, 100 and something days of shelf life. And then what? There's nothing like that here. In full transparency, if there's no full transparency in a company, you guys, then what's the point of joining that company? Here at MTI, there's full transparency. If you have questions or an idea, it's going to get brought up and it's going to get looked at. And that's what I love about it, and proven track record. Okay, like I said, I've been involved now for an entire year, and my track record is absolutely phenomenal here at NMTI. And no trading knowledge required to be a member. How beautiful is that? Like for me, I don't want to know how to trade. I don't have the emotions and the psychology of when to buy, when to sell. I don't want any of that. I want to be able to help people grow. I want to be able to help people learn how to become, entrepreneurs in the Bitcoin industry while MTI software is building my Bitcoin portfolio. And you guys, this is truly a passive income business. It truly is. And your full Bitcoin capital goes directly into trade. So once you join into the MTI, boom, it goes into trade. It's starting to work for you. That's amazing. That is powerful. Guys, withdrawals are quick and easy. Okay? They're quick and easy. And there's no withdrawal fees and no waiting periods. All right? And that's powerful. And there's no cancellation fees. You guys, the list goes on and on and on. So if you're looking at MTI for the very first time, seriously, read this slide and take notes. This is what you've been waiting for. There's so many things that are out there that are just the opposite of what we have. That's a powerful statement right there. All right, folks, listen, our current track record reads right here in the last 11 months. So let me just tell you, I joined September 3rd of 2019. Read that slide. So just myself, and for those that have joined in the month of September, look at the average profit that I've made on top of my Bitcoin and the 40% members of profit. And that was just September to June. That's crazy numbers. Crazy numbers. Average daily profit is 0.49%. That is phenomenal. That tells me sustainability. That tells me longevity. If there's things that are out there that are promising you 1 to 2% per day, you better run away. That's not going to last. That's not going to last. All that tells me is that whoever's trying to do that is stacking their pockets full of Bitcoin, and you're going to lose. Here, MTI, the sustainability is what's making us just explode. And look at this. Now, a lot of people have told me, my gosh, you guys win every single day. We do. But this was our very first negative day. And it's so important to show this slide because we do have days that are bad. All right. And this was our very first negative day. It was July 7th of 2020, which was not too long ago. And it was a negative day. A lot of people got excited about this day because it truly shows that we are doing trading, that the company is trading, and that we can experience a negative day. But it's a day where we didn't get to earn a profit, which means to tell you that, MTI truly cares about the sustainability of the company and where we're headed. So it's okay to have negative days. That we're not a perfect company. All right. And here's the slide right here. I don't even know what Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin's like 10,000 right now, which is phenomenal. My inbox is blowing up right now with people ready to lock arms because Bitcoin is at a low. This tells me, look at one Bitcoin is 10,000 right now, $10,119. Thank you, Monica. But that's phenomenal. That tells me that we're ready to go to the moon. And if you lock arms with us today, my gosh, can you imagine what your portfolio is going to look like in the next 30 days, the next couple weeks, when Bitcoin, hits 15,000, 16,000, and so on and so on? You're going to call that person that invited you. You're going to say, wow, thank you so much for introducing MTI to me. No joke. All right, here's our track record, ladies and gentlemen. This is so important to really understand and digest. If you see a track record of any other company that's they spike up and then they drop down and then they flatline, spike up. That's not a healthy track record. You want something that's got a nice, consistent, line going up and down, up and down. All right, that's very important. That means healthy. That's a healthy heart rate. I use that word sustainability a lot because we value the company on being sustainable. It's very important. So when you see a healthy track or a healthy heart rate like that, that's powerful. All right, now listen, with a solid service for people to create a passive income and a referral program was a natural choice to market MTI. It was a natural choice to market. Can you imagine? I'm a networker and I love building organizations. Can you imagine how I would feel if I was not able to share this business opportunity with everybody that's in my circle of influence or that I know? It would kill me. It would kill me. So I am so grateful that MTI looked at the possibilities of being able to create another source of income through this model right here. I am blessed. It has changed my life significantly. And I cannot wait to bring up this next host. I've been waiting to do this for so long. So I have been business partners with Cheri Ward for many years. We've built massive organizations together. I've been her upline. She's been my upline. We just been we gel, and when it comes to compensation plans, ladies and gentlemen, she is the one that you want to have go over. She can nail it. She's built comp plans. She understands how they're broken down. And I'm telling you guys are going to be, if you're looking, when you see this, you're going to be blown away. Pay close attention. You got to pay close attention. All right. So without further ado, I want to bring up Cheri Marks. Sorry, I always call her Cheri Ward. It's just, we go way back before she got married to Clinton Marks. But Cheri Marks is one of the top leaders and earners in the company. She's a corporate staff. She is a beast in the industry. And I have so much respect for her. And I'm glad that she's back. She looks phenomenal. I love the pink merit trading shirt. She's smiling. And I'm telling you, she's ready to rock and roll. I can tell you she's ready to get this going. So the call is yours. The mic's yours. The floor is yours. Let's show everybody why 160,000 plus people here at MTI are winning.
Hi, Scott. It's so great to be back. I'm not going to lie. It has been a couple of weeks of, I really thought I'd only be out for a week, but it's been crazy. Packing our home, and it's definitely been interesting. In fact, let me show you guys a little bit. We've sort of had to
Ooh.
unpack everything. You can see there's still boxes everywhere. Oh, that's Nando's. That was for lunch because nobody's cooking. But
But you know, in this is just a glimpse of what hard work, being consistent and loyal to the company and to everybody that's involved here. That dreams can come true and that dreams can become a reality if you just take massive action and you follow this compensation plan.
absolutely. And Mirror Trading International is changing lives all across the world, not just here in South Africa. And, in the last 2 weeks, taking a little bit of time out and spending time with my family, I realized that even during that time, the trading was still happening every single day. I was getting my trading results every day. We had exclusively moved over to crypto. And for me, it was fantastic that I could take 2 to 3 weeks off and really try and generate a home for my family while the business was still running and sustaining itself. I mean, it's great that we've got leaders that help us with things like that, but the actual trades still doing so phenomenally well is something that it was just amazing. I actually want to share this with you guys before we go into the presentation tonight. This is actually information that needs to go out into the newsletter, but I had to just share with you that in the month of August, and Scott, I know you're going to absolutely love this. So at Mirror Trading International, we have a monthly newsletter. It's called the Bit Bulletin, which contains a lot of information from corporate management, stats about MTI, stats about our support team, our growth, our trading results, a letter from our CEO, new appointments that may have been made. And this is some of the information that I received for my department to complete that newsletter today. Did you know in August that MTI affected 34,734 withdrawals?
Oh,
I want to say that number again, just so everybody hears that. It's 34,734 withdrawals were affected in the month of August alone. And this is withdrawals from MTI. The value of those withdrawals were 5,933 Bitcoin. I mean, that is unbelievable, you guys. That just speaks to what MTI is doing. You know, there's so much misinformation out there about what MTI is doing for the community, what MTI is doing for individual people. I don't know if you guys have seen this on social media, but the Double Up on Your Bill initiative that was started by Charlie Ward is totally taking flight. We are helping nature conservationists all across South Africa at the moment to conserve lions and build enclosures for them. MTI is part of a feeding scheme for underprivileged families here in South Africa. And then obviously we've got that Double Your Bill process. And then on top of that, 34,734 withdrawals successfully done from MTI, individual withdrawals, to the value of 5,933 Bitcoin. So when I look at those numbers and I get stats like that to send on to our members, it's something that warms my heart. It's something that makes me, again, just realize that I'm in the right place. We are making a difference. And when people say to me, Cheri, why did you ever get into network marketing, into disruptive technology like Bitcoin? I say it's because, you know what, one day when somebody says my name, I want my kids to be proud of the legacy that I've left. And sure, people are going to be negative. I literally am at the place in my life where I go, oh, who cares, whatever. And at the end of the day, we are changing lives. And those numbers don't lie. They're factual numbers of how many people are being blessed with MTI across the world. So I'm going to jump straight into this. For those of you that don't know me, like Scott had said, my name is Cheri Marks. I'm the head of corporate communications and marketing for Mirror Trading International. And it is a company that I am lovingly putting my name to, and one that I'm building with such gusto because of the essence of what the company stands for. our ethics, our core values, and what the company does on a daily basis speaks volumes of exactly of what we're trying to achieve. And if you're a guest on this call tonight, I want you to enjoy the information. Obviously, you've learned a lot from Joel about what we do in terms of our trading service, our track record, and why you should be interested in Bitcoin. But I don't want you to feel any pressure. Like Scott had said, he was absolutely right. If MTR doesn't get one more member as of today, we will all still be fine. We'll all still be earning our trading balances and trading bonuses every single day. We'll still be generating income from the binary system. It doesn't change anything in the greater scheme of things if you join or not. Who it does make a difference to is to you. So you need to decide if this is something you need, not necessarily if you need to join for the help of someone else. So this is the ways that you make money in MTI or Bitcoin, so to speak. Our tagline is grow your Bitcoin. That's what we do. So we've got the trading side, which Scott has just told you about. And trading happens every single day, 5 days a week. Lots of people asking about a 7-day trading week. You guys, once we are happy with the bot's performance over weekend markets, then we'll introduce it to our members. But at this point, we're not happy taking too many risks with members Bitcoin. We have a risk management process in place, and we can only start a 7-day trading week as soon as we're 100% happy with the bot's performance over weekend markets in the crypto space. So I just wanted to clear that up so everybody knows where we stand. So the trading happens every single day, regardless of whether you refer somebody to the business or not. So if you want to be purely a Bitcoin investor with MTI, that's perfectly fine. You can put your Bitcoin into your profile, watch it be traded for you every single day. You get a full statement like Scott had said earlier on, and you literally get your returns every day. Bob's your uncle. You don't have to do anything else from there. However, if you're like me and you want to leave a legacy and you want to do things differently and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired and you literally want to change your life, if I think about it, 7 years ago, I was sleeping on my mom's porch on a single bed mattress that I used to pull out from underneath my children's bunk beds on their stoop. And here I am today in my own home that I own, in a place that I love, and not having to worry about finances because I bought into Bitcoin and really started building an organization. So if you build an organization with MTI, the compensation plan, I'm sorry, the building in my house, the compensation plan is something that sets us apart from other companies in this industry. So yes, we've got the referral program. It's completely optional. When you refer somebody, if you refer somebody, then you're going to get what we call a referral bonus. Now that referral bonus is 10% of the value of the Bitcoin that your person has invested into MTI. So let's say I sign up Scott. Scott's put in $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. I get paid $100. It's important to remember that that referral bonus does not come from Scott's $1,000 that he's put in worth of Bitcoin, right? It actually comes from that pie that he showed you, the 10% that MTI generated in trade for that week. So part of MTI's expenses, instead of paying huge marketing budgets and paying for television and online marketing, we've decided to rather employ a referral marketing strategy, which is the most effective and cost-effective form of advertising. And I want to just put this out there. There are so many people that are so negative about referral marketing, and that needs to stop. Because there are lots of companies, number one, that make use of referral marketing. In fact, massive companies. In South Africa, you've got Platinum Life, you've got Auto in General. So referral marketing is nothing new. It's actually been around forever, but it seems like as soon as you get paid for a referral, people get all their knickers in a knot. Can we all just calm down? This has actually been happening for many, many years. And MTI have taken a proven market strategy and just put a compensation plan to it. So there really is no big deal. No pyramid schemes, nothing like that here. We comply with all the Consumer Protection Act regulations in South Africa. And it's proven to be successful because in the last 18 months, we've grown to over 160,000 members with almost 16,000 Bitcoin in trade. So I always say that 1 + 1 is 2, regardless of how people feel about it. The maths don't lie. MTI's marketing strategy, which is the referral program, is working. And that is evident in the growth that the company has had. So if you want a piece of that pie, you're going to have to refer people. You refer your friends and family and start with those people because those are the people that you want to empower. Every time you refer someone, you get a 10% referral bonus. It goes straight into your trading, into your income wallet. You can move it into trade or you can withdraw it. You can do whatever you like with it. Binary bonuses are amazing because this is something how we earn from each other's efforts in the organization. So it's all about growing a system, and binary systems, let me tell you, are the most successful in terms of compensation plans in this industry. And you want to have a binary that gives you the opportunity to earn infinite levels deep. You don't want cycle binaries or matrices or uni levels. You actually want a structure that allows you to earn as you help your team. Now, the leadership bonuses are amazing because they create a culture of uplines helping their downlines. Now, upline is somebody that has referred somebody into the team, and that person they referred is called the downline, or we sometimes call it the team and the sponsor. Okay, so these structures are in place, and it's there to really cultivate the kind of culture that we are looking for in our teams. And that's why what you actually then see evidently in the MTI business. People help each other, doesn't matter what teams they're in, everybody works together and everybody earns together. It's really a spirit of Ubuntu. That's what we call it here in South Africa. And I think that's why African countries do so well at network marketing, because this is something that's ingrained in our bones. We understand network marketing. We understand referral marketing. So when you look at a binary structure, this is what it looks like. You're going to get a left leg and a right leg, and as people join your organization, they're going to organically fall into those two legs. So in this image, you'll see that Sam has signed up Luva on the left leg, you on the right leg. As soon as Sam finds his third person, he cannot grow a third leg. So he then places Jack under you. Now, you are not going to get the referral bonus, Sam is, but when you earn your binary commission, Jack's going to be filtered into that. And that's what we call spillover. Now, I want to just say, I always say this, expecting spillover in an organization is very rude, you guys. And I understand that lots of you are not network marketers. But a spillover is something that we create together as a team. It's not something that you expect from your upline. It is not your upline or your sponsor's job to build your business. It is your job to build your business. It is your job to get educated, learn about the company, and then speak to people. Okay, but spillover is something that happens sort of naturally. We all build together. I've got people in our organization, like Cord Fenter, for instance. He's got a massive team. One of our top earners in the organization, he's never received a spillover in his life before. Okay, so spillover is something that does happen, but it's kind of like eating with the wrong fork at a very fancy restaurant. You just don't do that. You don't expect it. Okay, so you'll see that this grows organically. And I remember having this conversation about this binary structure with people in October last year, where I said to them, guys, we're like 500 members now. Can you imagine when we're 10,000 members? And here we are, 18 months later at 160,000 members. Now, let me tell you, if there's one thing that's not going to change in MTI, it's the growth. So you want to ask yourself, can you afford not to be a part of this binary? Can you afford not to grow your weaker leg? Can you afford not to take advantage of this opportunity? And I think the answer, if you think about your finances, is a resounding no. Because how big do you think we're going to grow MTI? With or without our guests on the call tonight, this is going to move. It's going to happen. It's going to grow. And if you go and speak to any MTI member, they're going to tell you their only regret is that they didn't join sooner. And that I can guarantee you. In fact, we can even ask our people on the call tonight, if you regret not joining MTI earlier, my favorite number is 8 because it's the number of money. You can put an 8 in the chat section so people can see. That is most of our members' biggest regret, the fact that they didn't join earlier. So this binary structure, what they do is they add up all of the volume invested on your left leg in terms of Bitcoin, all of the volume invested on your right leg in terms of Bitcoin, and then the weaker leg is the leg that you get paid on. So you'll see in this image, you've got Sam and Luvo. The one is, let me just quickly see here because I see my screen is giving me a hard time here. Oh, there it is. You'll see that the one is on far less Bitcoin than the other one. So you're going to earn on the weaker leg. Okay, so this is how they work it out. You're going to earn on the 2 Bitcoin leg. They take the weaker leg volume of yours, and then they're going to divide it by the sum total of everybody that's binary qualified's weaker leg volumes. And then they multiply it by 20% of the weekly trade. So where does the money come from that gets paid in the binary calculation? Well, quite frankly, it comes from the trading profit. Like Scott had said earlier on, every single cent that gets paid out of MTI comes from trading profit, you guys. It doesn't get generated through recruiting or anything like that. And here you can see it's the trading profit that gets paid proportionately to everybody that is binary qualified. So the bigger your weaker leg, the bigger your portion of the pie. I hope that makes sense to everybody. In order for you to be binary qualified, you've got to adhere to 2 standard requirements. The first one is you must have $200 worth of Bitcoin in your own trading pool account, okay? So if the Bitcoin price drops like it did last week, you've got to make sure that your $200 worth of Bitcoin remains in your account. So if you need to top up, guys, go back into your back office and make sure that you're over 200 Bitcoin. And then you need to refer 2 people, one left leg, one right leg, and they must each have $100 worth of Bitcoin. Now, as soon as you have that structure in place, you're binary qualified, build your weekly leg, bogs your uncle, you get paid every single Saturday. There's no flushing of volume, which means every single Saturday your numbers don't go to zero. In fact, they still use the trading volume from the week before to generate new trades the following week. So volume just continues to grow. All right, so when we go into the leadership bonuses, these are quite exciting because they're based around binary qualifications. So the first step is to become binary qualified. You sign up 2 people, one left leg, one right leg, make sure that everybody in that equation has $200 worth of Bitcoin, and then you go to step 2, which means you duplicate one level down. So let's say, for instance, I sign up Scott and I sign up Clinton. Now I'm binary qualified, right? All of us have $200 worth of Bitcoin. As soon as I help Scott to become binary qualified, I will earn what we call a P1 share. As soon as I help Clinton to get binary qualified, I'll also earn a P1 share. Now, what does the company do? They take 2.5% of all the trades that were all the profit that was generated in trade the week before, and they equally divide it amongst all the shares that were earned for P1. So you, as a member, can earn 20 P1 shares if you like, if you sign up 20 people and you help all of them to become binary qualified. It's really exciting because as your team starts to earn, you're incentivized. So you do see how I mean that this leadership bonus is all about creating culture. It's all about creating uplines who take care of their downlines. This is valid for 8 weeks, then it expires. You've got to move on to P2, which means you've just got to duplicate one level further. So in my previous example, I had Scott and Clinton. Scott's binary qualified, Clinton's binary qualified. I earn my P1 share for 8 weeks for both of them. As soon as Scott earns a P1 share, because one of the 2 people he's signed up becomes binary qualified, he earns P1, then I earn P2 from him. And the P2 gets divided into 2. Also 2.5% of the profit traded the week before. Half gets divided per share earned, and the other half gets divided proportionately like the binary does. I know that this is confusing. I know it's a lot of information. So how I say to people is always remember that to maximize the income with this binary and the leadership bonuses, you want to do 3-step simple system. First one is sign up, get involved, fund your account. Number 2 is refer 2 people. And number 3 is duplicate. It's as simple as that. So if you do the sign up, fund to duplicate, you'll automatically qualify for all of these bonuses. Your weekly leg will grow. You'll earn every single Saturday. You'll earn P1. You'll earn P2. It really is a simple way. And remember that the golden number is $200 worth of Bitcoin in all those accounts, especially when Bitcoin drops, you guys. You've got to make sure. We've got binary payments coming up on Saturday. Make sure that your Bitcoin balance is over $200 worth of Bitcoin if you want to remain binary qualified. Okay, so these are things that you want to take note of when you're looking at the MTI opportunity. Your Bitcoin is only used when it is traded. So this is very important. We don't use Bitcoin deposits to pay other members. I think it's very important to realize that. When you deposit your Bitcoin into MTI's trading pool, it goes straight into trade, and the only time it has ever touched or moved again is, is when you withdraw it. And then it goes straight back into your account, into your Bitcoin wallet, okay? So very important that people remember that. All payouts are from profits generated in trade for that week. MTI does not need new members in order to generate trading profit. You guys, we've got 160,000 members. If we close the doors tomorrow and we say, thank you very much, we're done, we don't need any more members, MTI will continue to trade for those 160,000 odd people. We'll continue to have massive amounts of Bitcoin in our trading pool, and it's not going to make a difference to the trades that we're affected with our artificial intelligence bot every single day. Okay, so very important that people understand that. Our Bitcoin is generated, like I said, through trading and not recruiting, and your daily trading profit is automatically compounded for you. You can request those withdrawals whenever you like, free of charge, like Joel had said, like Scott had said, and we have a maximum payout time of 48 hours. You guys, I'm thinking most people can attest to the fact that our withdrawal system is really state of the art. Our membership support structure is unbelievable, and we're very, very proud of what we've been able to achieve with MTI. I see some people asking questions. All right. And there's no earning limits on trades, you guys. You can earn whatever is the trading volume for that day. You can invest in Bitcoin as much as you'd like into your trading pool account. It really is amazing. So there's no cap. There is, however, a cap on the binary structure. Currently, it's $75,000 per week. I can confidently tell you that we have had 2 members in NTI max out the compensation plan already, and the company is only 18 months old. I mean, that's pretty amazing. And there are a couple of people that are well on their way and doing that in the next couple of weeks. Jabulile is saying, are you saying you don't need new members? No, we don't. We don't need new members. The reason why I'm so chilled and the reason why I'm so content is because MTI doesn't need new members to grow, and it doesn't need new members to sustain itself. Our sustainability is our product. Our golden goose is the MTI trading bot. That's what's important, not new members. So I always say to people, if the whole of MTI withdraws, that's perfectly fine, because I'll be the last member left, and MTI will still trade for me. And off my trades alone, I make more than enough money to retire at my age. So for me, I would never leave MTI, because that'd be silly. So if every single member in MTI leaves, I'll be the only one left here, and that will still be fine. MTI can trade for me alone, and I'll get the trading profit every day. So please don't be mistaken. MTI is not desperate for members, but we do feel a social and moral obligation to tell as many people as we can, because in the economic times that we're finding ourselves in, we have an obligation to help people in the financial market. And I think that world economies are not doing so well. Fiat currencies are not doing so well. You have to look at alternatives, and Bitcoin and growing your Bitcoin seems the logical route for me. Okay, let's get back into that. I got sidetracked there a little bit. All right, so let's quickly do an income recap. Your daily trading profit is automatically added to your trading pool account every single day. So you will receive your trading profit every single day, guys. There's no requirement for that. Sign up, put your Bitcoin in your trading pool account, watch it being traded, watch it grow. It's as simple as that. However, if you want to partake in the optional referral program, sign up, find to duplicate. You're going to get a 10% referral fee every single time you refer somebody to MTI. That doesn't come from that person's investment. It comes from MTI. Leadership bonuses P1 and P2. Remember, there are requirements for those. And then you get your binary bonus every single Saturday. Remember, in order for you to be binary qualified, you need to be signed up with $200 worth of Bitcoin in your trading pool account. You need to have referred 2 people, one left leg, one right leg. They need to have a minimum of $100 worth of Bitcoin in their account. If you want to earn from the leadership bonuses, everybody must have $200 worth of Bitcoin, okay? So I hope that helped a little bit. We're going to go through these again, but I'm going to ask Monica, we do have a very good compensation plan training that explains our compensation plan quite in depth. I would suggest that if you're new and you want to learn a little bit about P1, P2, binary structures, how to build them, how they work, then I would suggest actually having a look at that. And Monica is fantastic at always getting information out. She's also the head of our corporate services for MTI management. So I'm going to ask her, oh, there it is. Thank you very much, Monica. In the chat section, you will now see a compensation plan training video that I did. So you can go and have a look at that, and that will explain everything that you will need in terms of the compensation plan, you guys. Yes, you can make your own merchandise. I've got exciting news for you guys. I was approached by a company this week that would like to make merchandise for MTI here in South Africa. I'll speak to our head of international branding and development as well, and see if we can do that in other parts of the country as well, in the world. But yeah, to get some new shirts done, you can absolutely get that done. Our new structure makes no sense, Johan. Maybe just because you haven't quite been informed. So what I would suggest is have a look, chat to your upline. If you're struggling with getting information from them, connect with a leader, send support an email, and you're more than welcome to email me as well. My information is on the mtimembers.com site as well. Okay, we will answer some questions at the end of this presentation. I'm just quickly going to finish up. How would you like to get started with the MTI? Well, it's simple. You go to the person that referred you to this call tonight. You get a link from them. Please don't go and sign up on the corporate site. You need to get a link from the person that referred you. Create your profile, put some Bitcoin into it, and literally then trading starts automatically. It's a very simple process. And then you want to refer to people and duplicate that process down into your organization. It really is that simple, you guys. Daily profits compounded automatically for your convenience. It's a truly passive income. Like I said, I've been moving for 3 weeks. I have done absolutely nothing for MTI, but I'm earning my trading profit every single day, which has been fantastic because furnishing this house has been a nightmare. It's a truly explosive opportunity in terms of the referral program. And I know that some people have an aversion to referral programs. You need to get over it because the world is changing. A new person is joining a home-based business every 2 minutes somewhere in the world. So this is a massively growing industry and something that I think everybody has to have a look at. So you have an opportunity tonight to really make a decision on what you're going to be doing in terms of your finances. Do you want to get involved with an organization that it's proven itself successful, that has stood the test of time, and regardless of any onslaughts that we've had in the media or with opposition companies, NTI has really just done the slow and steady thing. We've really just took our model into account. We have grown, we have pushed forward. And again, our track record is not up for discussion. A maths is not an opinion. It is a fact. And our track record speaks for itself. Our growth speaks for itself. So that's why I love Mirror Trading International. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about everything that's happening and changing within the company. Our new board, our management team are doing an exceptional job. I'm very excited, and you should be too. So if you're on this call tonight and you have any questions, I want to say that you are welcome to drop on over into the Q&A section. I'm going to do a 5-minute Q&A, and then I'll hand over to Scott to close out the call. Scott, is that okay with you?
Absolutely.
I just haven't been here for a couple of weeks, so I thought maybe we'll allow people to do a couple of Q&As. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go.
Fantastic. All right, so you can go on into the chat section or into the Q&A section. You can go and put some questions in there and I'll answer them live for you, not a problem. We're going to start the clock at 5 minutes. Just if anyone's got any questions, please go for it. Will we have a recording of this call? Absolutely, we will. What happened to the MTI growth calculator? Guys, we had to remove it because it was seen as us making predictions for future income, which we cannot do. So it wasn't in line with our legal department's advice on what our corporate site should look like. So that's why it was removed. Okay. Where will we be able to access it? You know what, for corporate recordings, I would suggest that you actually check out the corporate Facebook page. And if not from there, then you can check out Joel's YouTube channel or mine. I'll put it onto my channel as well, and you can go and get it from there. Please explain P1 and P2 again. Guys, can I suggest that if you've got questions on the compensation plan, that you go and have a look at that comp plan training that Monica posted in the chat group. It really does answer everything and really just makes things so much easier. It explains the entire compensation plan from start to finish. Thanks, Monica. I see you've posted it again. Where do I find my daily report? Will I receive it in an email? Daniel, no. In fact, if you go onto your back office system and you go to daily trading bonus report and you go scroll to the far right, you'll see it says view statement. You can download your statement there and you can see your daily trading report every single day. Are you forced to have referrals? No, you don't have to refer anybody. But if you really want to make a difference in your own finances, get over your fear of recruiting people and talking to people. You're doing something good here. It is your social obligation to help people and speak to people about MTI. But no, it is not necessary. I saw something about P2P payments. What are these? P2P payments are peer-to-peer transfers within our MTI back office structure. And we've just spruced up our security surrounding that. So if we've had external Bitcoins or P2P payments done in the account, we've actually frozen them in the account for 7 days. So you can still trade them, but you can't withdraw them. It's just to make sure that if there was an error, that we've got some time to fix it. The value of our Bitcoin can fall below $200, but the decimal value remains. Chris, you need to make sure that your dollar value is over $200 worth of Bitcoin in order to be binary or P1 or P2 qualified. So you need to top up that account if that is the case. When will we see info detailed report to be active? David, I know it's been so frustrating. We have a list of priorities in the technical department. Obviously, that's not my department, but I get to communicate that. And that list gets changed every single time something new is necessary. So we needed limited live trading views in the back office, so that became a priority. I promise it will be done. It's just that other things have been more important, but it will be done, and we know that it's important for our leaders. How are we protecting our Bitcoin in the pool from hackers? Exchanges in the past have been hacked. How will we protect it? Let me just say, MTI takes security absolutely serious. It is at the forefront of what we do in terms of our trading, in terms of our membership. So our back office, our websites, remember, none of those actually handle any Bitcoin. It's one of the other reasons why we've kept our broker private. But yeah, security keys, security codes, we own those, and we make sure our Bitcoin is in cold storage, and that's probably the safest way that you can store Bitcoin in the world at the moment. How does MTI buy Bitcoins to pay members, or is it generated via trading? MTI doesn't buy Bitcoin, you guys. We trade in crypto, and we get deposits in Bitcoin, and we pay out in Bitcoin. So there's never ever fiat in MTI's hands. I created and invested an account for my 5-year-old daughter. That's fantastic. I don't want MTI to think that I'm creating multiple accounts for myself. Any steps I need to take to register her as the owner of the account? Put her name in the account, and guys, FICA process will happen in the next month or two. So don't stress too much about it. If they've got a birth certificate or an ID, you're perfectly fine. How much would a person have to invest to access all the benefits that MTI provides to have a big piece of that delicious pie? Excellent question. So $200 worth of Bitcoin will qualify you, obviously, with the requirements of signing 2 people, one left leg, one right leg. But in order for you to really max out the comp plan, you need to build your weaker leg in the binary. So again, I would check out that YouTube video just so you could understand exactly what is necessary. Could you explain how the sum of the weaker leg volume of all binary qualified members in MTI higher than the total Bitcoin balance when calculated binary commissions? No, it can't be, because the weaker leg volumes are not obviously higher than the total amount of Bitcoin in the trading pool. So at the end of the day, if there's 10 people that are binary qualified, their weaker legs are added together, and then proportionately the binary fee is paid out every single Saturday. So the bigger your weaker leg, your bigger the portion of the pie. Does MTI have an app, or does MTI plan to have an app? Yes, we have an app. We haven't developed it yet, but it will be out, I'm guessing probably still this year. I have some Bitcoin in another trading site, and I would like to put it in MTI. Is it possible to transfer Bitcoin from another website to MTI without using an app to transfer the money, which could save money? Yes, absolutely. You can transfer Bitcoin from anywhere. So if that other company can transfer Bitcoin out, they can transfer it straight to MTI. You just go into your back office, generate a new wallet for add funds, and that's the wallet address you'd give to the other company. No problem at all. All right, what time does MTI trade? It's actually 24 hours for the week, or is there fixed times? It's fixed times, you guys. So we trade all over the time, every single day, 5 days a week currently. And you'll see the timestamps in your back office. If you go and check at your actual statements, you'll see the timestamps of when the trades were affected. How many Bitcoins should be in your weaker leg for you to max out the binary compensation plan? Well, it does fluctuate. I think when Clinton maxed out the binary comp plan, let me quickly ask him. Clinton, yeah, when you maxed out the comp plan, how many Bitcoin did you have in your weaker leg? 3,500. 3,000. 3,500. 3,500 Bitcoin Clinton had in his weaker leg when he maxed out the comp plan. My upline is no longer with MTI. Should I join again under someone else, or can I just carry on? You just carry on. You're not actually allowed to move your position in MTI. And Rian, if you need any help, let me tell you, MTI has no shortage of excellent leaders that will help you regardless of whose team you're in. Can you please bring us up to speed on the number of withdrawals in August and the number of Bitcoins paid out? All right. The number of withdrawals done in August was 34,734 withdrawals. And the value of those withdrawals was 5,933 Bitcoin. I mean, that is amazing. It's also going to be included in our Bit Bulletin. So check out in your back offices when that gets published this week. I believe the published date is Thursday. Can you put less than $100 to test the waters? I would suggest that you do $100 or more for MTI. That's the minimum invested amount. You're right. That is quite awesome, Doris. What is the requirement for novice and Torah is 100 minimum? Okay, guys, I think what we'll do is let me quickly go through the ranks with you guys. I think that might be beneficial. So you can have a quick look at them. Let's quickly have a look at those ranks, if you don't mind. I'm just going to quickly bring them up onto my screen here. I've got my version of it. Okay, let me just find that quickly. Oh, forgive me. Let me just see if I can find the rank document quickly. I know it is here somewhere. Oh, there it is there. All right, if somebody can just give me a thumbs up that you guys can see that. It's not very big. Okay, I see that. Okay, you can see. All right. So here you can see this is our new rank structure that was implemented on the 1st of September. And I want to just say that the reason why this was done was because we have a lot of people that are really excited about building this MTI referral program. And it's very nice for us to just have a kind of a understanding of where our members are at. So when I speak to somebody and I see their rank, then I have a better understanding of what they need to do in their business to get to the next one. And it just gives us an idea of who our leadership is and where we should be building and where we should be focusing, okay? So the first rank, and this is everybody, okay? So once you sign up and you've got $100 worth of Bitcoin in your account, then you're what we call a novice member. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't know what you're doing. It just means that you're a novice in your journey with MTI. So some people are saying that they are very offended by the word novice. Let me tell you that those that do exceptionally well in this industry are never afraid to learn. I still learn. I still grow and follow other network marketers. I mean, I watch Nadia and John Melton every single day. They're not even in the same company as us. So everybody has to learn. And I understand that you might be a wonderful networker somewhere else, but in MTI, you're new. So deal with it and work yourself out of novice. Okay, it's just for us to know that you're new into the system and that you're growing your organization. It's as simple as that. The second rank is Toro. And guys, that was the other thing. There were so many people that came to us and said, oh, that we've used bull names. Guys, the reason why we use bull names is because we are in the Bitcoin industry. We are working towards a bull market. We're excited about bullish markets. Our logo in MTI is the bull head as well. That's the whole idea. It's the idea around cows and bulls and getting into the trading industry. So there's no connotation to any other negativity. It is just a name. It is just a word. Can we just get over it and move on? Okay. So Toro is when your weaker leg volume is at 10 Bitcoin and your personal trading pool balance is at $100 worth of Bitcoin. Okay. So obviously you would need to have $200 worth of Bitcoin to actually earn from that, but that's for you to be a Toro rank. Then you've got Toro Bravo, that's the next one. That's when your weaker leg grows to 50 Bitcoin and you need to have at least 1 Bitcoin in your own personal trading pool account. Now guys, the reason why we have a personal trading pool account balance requirement for these ranks is because we don't think it's right to have a top earning leader. Let's say like me, for instance, right? So I've got like 600 Bitcoin in my weaker leg. Do you think it would be right if I was earning 2 Bitcoin a week, but I had 0 Bitcoin invested with MTI? That's not right. If I want to be a leader in this organization, then I need to be invested with the company. I need to understand, you need to understand what the company is all about, and you need to understand how we are growing. Johan does not think that the person who thought the new structured upline didn't know what he or she were doing. Johan, I'm going to respectfully disagree with you because the person that put this rank structure together owns half of MTI. He's the top earner in MTI and he's one of the top earners worldwide in referral marketing. And his name is Clinton Marks. And I'd actually dare you to say that to him, quite frankly. The next link is Matador, the next rank. Okay, so the weekly leg volume is 100 Bitcoin. You've got to have a personal trading pool balance of 2 Bitcoin in your own trading pool balance account. Then you can go to Gladiator. This is where I'm at. This is your weaker leg volume, 500 Bitcoin, and you must have a personal pool balance of 3 Bitcoin. And then Master. At the moment, how many Masters do we have in the organization? Actually, I don't know how many masters we have. I need to go and check that. But your weekly leg volume needs to be 1,000 Bitcoin, and you need to have at least 20 Bitcoin in your own trading pool balance. So I want to just say that there's no incentive attached to these rank structures, you guys. It's just a name, okay? It's just a rank. But you wouldn't believe how important that is for guys that are building the organization. It's important for them to have milestones and to have structures that really help them to grow in the future. So that's why we have the ranks. But if you're not into the ranks, it's perfectly fine. You don't have to follow them. It really is okay. All right. So let's get back onto our Q&A quickly. I've gone way over the time. I'm just going to finish these questions and then we can move on, if that's okay with everyone. Okay. Next question is, if I refer on my right leg and the legs get spillover before the person I referred account times out and gets deleted because he decided not to invest, what happens to the people below him? They do not, that's an excellent question. They do not compress upwards, but in the binary calculation, they'll still be factored in a higher level. Okay, so you won't lose out on binary income or anything like that. How can we be sure that the traders won't disappear with the trading money? Our traders, obviously we know them. So Johan is our CEO. He's got a team of management team, and a board and shareholders that he has to answer to. So it's not just one person in control. There's actually a whole bunch of people that are together and working together. And the security is centered around all those people working as well. So is there a chance of that? Probably. No, there's probably not a chance of that. Could it happen in the future? Anything could happen. Do I foresee it happening? No, I don't. And obviously I have a little bit of insight because I get to meet with Johan and I get to meet with our management team all the time. So I don't think that's something that is likely, but I do understand that it's a legitimate concern for people. But my personal opinion is that you don't have to worry about that. Regarding the ranks, why don't they start at $200 in the pool? Because if you have $100, you won't take part in the binary anyway. Yes, absolutely. It's just we need to have an entry-level rank, and not a lot of people have the $200 and they build up to it. And we wanted to give those people an opportunity to still earn as well. Is there a possibility of making the ranking system a toggle or changing the name of novice? It really doesn't look good to prospects when I show them my dashboard. Darren, you need to work out of being a novice, and that's basically 10 Bitcoin in your weaker leg, which isn't a difficult thing to do. And you explain to people, I'm new, but I know where I'm going. So that's something that we need to overcome as a team. How is it that the requirements for novices Toro is 100 minimum personal deposit, and yet those ranks are for persons participating in the referral binary program? It's not necessarily for somebody who's participating in the referral program. It could be for any member. Okay, so it's literally just the basic minimum entry level requirement. It doesn't mean that that's what you have to do. If you don't have $200 worth of Bitcoin in your account, then you obviously won't earn from the binary structure. It's $200, guys. Can I explode my MTI account without building my binary, just passively? Yes, because you'll get trading volume every single day. Every positive trading day, 40% of those profits will be credited to your account. Can I invest for my adult children so as to cancel insurance policies? That is a decision that you need to make, but I can tell you that I have invested for my children and they'll never have to work a day in their lives. So that's what we chose to do. You need to decide if you want to go purely into a crypto space for a kid, or if you'd rather like to do investments in crypto and in the financial markets. What happens when someone withdraws all the Bitcoin from one account? I mean, what happens with the underline? Or they become the sponsor? No. They don't change sponsors. They don't compress upwards. In fact, you as the upline can then connect with them. We always encourage people to speak to their sponsor. If they can't find help there, then they'll speak to a team leader. If they can't find help there, they can email support. But we're lots of leaders and we'll all help each other build our organizations. When will we start 7-day trading week? I've already answered that. Suppose I start with $100 and my wallet is only 100, and if I qualify for binary, then my binary amount will flush out, or will I go after reaching 200? We don't flush binary volumes, you guys. What would be the recommended platform for buying Bitcoin, for example, Luno? Luna and altcoin trader are good in South Africa. On our ntimembers.com site, you will see a full link of exchanges where you can buy Bitcoin all across the world. If I cannot have multiple accounts, can I just top up my own account then? Yes, you can. Is the high watermark a reflection of the highest investment one has put in? Yes, the sum total of all of them. Did you just said you will ask our real ID card or info? I'm a crypto, especially not to share that. We will have to do FICA at some point in MTI. If you're not comfortable FICAing your account, then unfortunately MTI is not the company for you. We have to have some regulations in terms of our legal department and for us to function above board and totally legitimately, and FICA is one of those. Can you get multiple P1 bonuses off one sign-up? No, P1 bonus off one person only. Is it possible that we might get some bonus for the ranking in the future? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not going to say anything. Perhaps. Let's see what happens. I have accounts, they still haven't been deleted and they've been empty for months. We are working on those, Team Jamaica. They're obviously being deleted. 2 more questions and then we're done. If my upline or sponsor never gave support and I withdrew my bits because I'm not happy with my team, can I register with another team? If we can, how much time would it take for my old account to be cancelled? You are never allowed to sign up with another upline, guys. And I want to make this very, 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 very clear. You are not to move teams in MTI. We will all help you no matter what team you are in. Joel and Scott work this organization together and they are on 2 opposite ends of the binary. Joel's in my weaker leg and Scott's in my stronger leg. They don't earn 1 cent from each other, but they help each other grow. That is the culture of this organization. If you are caught moving your account from one leader to the other for whatever reason it may be, you will be suspended. That is not how we do things in MTI. So just want to make sure that everybody understands that. Stay where you are and work with another person. Weekend trading will only commence once we are happy with the bot's performance over weekend markets. If I have my children who are under 18, can I use my email address to register them? Yes, you can, as long as they've got birth certificates. Is MTI in Sri Lanka? Yes, absolutely we are. When a direct referral withdraws all the investments, where will the immediate downlines be placed? They're not going to be moved. I already answered that question tonight. All right, you guys, that's going to be me. I think we're done. My mouth is dry. I need a cup of tea. I don't know if Scott is still with us. Is Scott still with us to close out the call? I'm sorry, Scott, that turned into a 20-minute Q&A. I've missed you guys so much that I just like stay around. It's terrible.
It's all good. You know you love what you do, and that's the most important thing. You're very passionate, and you know a lot of people appreciate that. You know the live Q&A. I think that's important. It kind of lifts the weight off of a lot of people's shoulder. But thank you as usual, Cheri. You're phenomenal at what you do, explaining everything so detailed and meticulous, and it's very, very, very important that people understand that. Now, not everybody can break down a comp plan like this. It's pretty complex, and but you break it down to people can really understand it easly. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Again, welcome back. We're excited to have you back here, and we're very, very lucky. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to jump on tonight. We're doing this another call on Thursday. So start inviting people, start getting people excited about this business opportunity. We have something very unique and powerful here. But I'm going to leave this like I leave this every call that I do. You get one chance at this so-called life, and that is powerful to say. I say that to people, and they step back a little bit and really kind of grasp what that means. And it's emotional. It really is. But you get one chance at this so-called life. You got to live it, love it, and you got to embrace it. But you got to do it on your time. You truly do. You're not going to stop building someone else's dreams and start building your dreams. We live in a crazy world. Now's the time to build your dream, to leave a legacy for your kids. You have to. You have to. Because the finish line is 6 feet deep, and we're not there yet. We still have a lot to go. We have a lot of lives to change. But we have to do it now. Thank you all very much. God bless. I'll see you guys all at the top because the bottom's way too crowded. Take care, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. God bless.